Tell me I gotta wait till it's over. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm back. Supposed to be on Monday, but you know what? Today is Zelda Thursday. Your boy had the DJ on Sunday in Florida, and made it back safely. So I am DJing. I'm not DJing, but I am showing tonight. And I just wanted to kick it with y'all. I wanted to make sure I chimed in this week because a lot of news going on, but I was been so busy, man. I just couldn't get to it on Tuesday nor Wednesday because this thing's been crazy. But man, I'm back. I switched up my mic, man. I put my mic up a little high, so hopefully that that suffices what I need. But if this is in my way, I just change it. Woo. Maybe I'll leave it like this. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But what's going on, man? Listen, I gotta get centered in the frame. Let me see if I can read. Can I readjust it before I be going on my frame? No, I don't want to do that way. That's too much that way. That's about the best I'm gonna get. Oh, that's pretty good. It ended up pretty good. This mic is still all in the way though, but that's good right there. I like that. All right. Some of y'all will probably be watching the Zelda countdown to launch, but your boy is not watching it. I'm like, nope. I'm going cold turkey. I'll watch it and experience it how I get it, and I will be leaving out probably around maybe like 11:15 to make that 30-minute drive to GameStop to go pick up my copy. I will be doing that this evening. I'll take some pictures and maybe some video if it's kind of because there's supposed to be a lot of people out there at this particular GameStop, and this GameStop don't get a whole lot of people, but it's this first midnight release in a long time, so I think it's gonna be interesting, real interesting. But you know what? We do the same thing like we do every week. We will be giving away a $10 eShop card tonight. So those of you who picking up Zelda digitally, hey man, chime into the chat. So you know what? You can get yourself on the board and prepared to win tonight. I don't even think my kids knew I was going to stream. I had it in my mind to stream earlier, but man, the week before, man, I took so many pictures that man, I've been in edit mode for like the last week and a half, and I'm just about winding down. I got this one couple's pictures to edit, and then I'll have some more free time. But until then, man, your boy's been busy. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull some things up. Crazy news, man, all over the place. You know what I hate? I hate when I stream and then it's a fly. Oh, he's gonna bother me all night, little varmint, until he get killed. Cause I was kid. There you go again. Yeah, but it is what it is. But very, very interesting week in gaming. Mistranslations of uh, conversations, or what Phil Carver said to the investors. People took it one way and ran with it and said, no new Switch Pro, no new Switch systems this year. But no, that's not what he said. If you paid attention to what he said, it's not forecasted in their projections. So, of course, they wouldn't put their predictions or they wouldn't even forecast like, okay, if they'd have said, you know what, we think we're going to sell 30 million Switch units this year and not have a reasoning for that projection, you know what, they would have got ate up by the press, by their investor, because they would want to know how do you come up with this figure? Because the Switch Pro or the Switch rather has been on the market for, this is like completing, this is like we're almost, well, I say halfway, but we are a fourth of a way completed in their 6th year. So how is that going to happen? So Nintendo played it smart. They never said that they were going to go forward with a without a new model. So I think, like I said before, these next couple of months is going to be very, very interesting how things unfold. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely excited. All right. So you know what? Listen, let's see what else has been going on with me before I jump into the news. That's about it, man. You know what? I thought driving down from Georgia to Fort Lauderdale was gonna be like crazy, a crazy experience, like crazy long, but it wasn't. It was like 9.5 hours, and it ended up stretching to about 10, only because we had to stop a couple times. Me and my wife, we went down and we had a good time. You know what? I mean, it was short. I wish we could have stayed longer because we didn't get to enjoy the beach because I was down there working. So, but we still had a good time. Celebrated my birthday. My wife bought me a slice of cake from Cheesecake Factory down there, and it was delicious. And I kind of want that cake again if I can find it. So, CMG, what's going on, my guy? Man, welcome to the stream, man. Zelda Day, man. Are you buying yours digitally or are you buying yours? Are you buying a physical copy? I'm buying a physical copy, man. Hold on, I want to make sure I get CMG on the board. There we go. He said, "You know what, man? I think you know what. It's you know what. A lot of people want that Zelda. One is a Thursday. You know what? I never stream on Thursday. Um, and then on top of that, you know what? I didn't really advertise or broadcast like I usually do. I hit all the outlets and broadcast. I didn't because I just been crazy busy today, man. Today was like super duper hectic. But you know what, man? I'm gonna stream for a little while. You know what? Talk about some news. I got into what I'm probably gonna leave my house to go pick up my copy in about a couple hours or so. So I'll stream to about maybe like 10 or 11. Hey, buddy, listen. The road alley is what I'm looking at. Hold on, let me go ahead and get these comments on the board. CMG says the road alley is what I'm looking at. You know what? Listen, buddy, I pre-ordered mine today. I went and pulled the trigger. I said, "Oh man, it's at Best Buy. I got a Best Buy card." I said, "Dude, pre-order." It was an easy fix for me. Let's see. What's going on, Steve? He said, "Hey, I've been feeling bad. I'm not going to get that free wood at GameStop." Oh man, listen. I went in there. I went to my GameStop probably what was it? Probably this past week. Well, not yeah. Before I left for Florida, like on Friday, I went in there, and the manager said he gonna hold one for me. So that was a blessing because they not getting that many at my game. So, but he made sure because I come in, I spend a good piece of money in the store that he made sure he held one for me. I heard stores don't have enough to even cover the pre-order. Yes, that is true. Because it's like that at my store. He said like there's gonna be some people who are gonna be upset, and rightfully so. You know what? You can't make a pre-order promise and then it don't fulfill your promises. So yeah, I thoroughly understand. CNJ said I'm about to work on a video about that. I love the Steam Deck, but I'm sorry, it kills it in every way. You know what? What's gonna make that system? Oh, let me get my head on. What's gonna make that system, CMG, be the deciding factor in between that and the Steam Deck? Is gonna be one, how did the battery power compare, and if I can run Steam on that device, if I can run Steam on it somehow, some way, they figure it out, whatever. That is a win-win. But you know what? One thing I noticed today, Steam tweeted out today, they congratulated them, and Steam said that Valve said they were excited. So if they're excited, maybe they know something we don't know yet. But I mean, shoot, launch of that bad boy is next month. But I pre-ordered mine today. I ain't gonna front. I wasn't gonna play around with it. I knew I was gonna pre-order it probably when I first seen it. I was like, ooh, just the mere fact that if I can have um my Game Pass. I could download my Game Pass games on it, and Game Pass comes with EA Play. Man, that is such a deadly combo, man. I mean, so it's gonna be really really interesting to see how this kind of unfolds because it's gonna be tantalizing. And you know what? I'm definitely the good thing about I'm glad I bought it at Best Buy so I can make sure I can kind of dip in. And if I don't like it, I'll take that bad boy back. That's why I paid for it with my card. Steve M. He said my GameStop manager quit recently. Ooh, I had that situation happen to me before, but I'm curious. He said my GameStop manager quit recently, and I haven't made enough friends with the new one yet. Yeah, man. Listen, my GameStop kind of did the same thing, but they had like it was like one was there. He was kind of a butthole. Then he went to a different store, and then he went to a different store that still wasn't too far from my house. And he was just like, you know what? He was trying to convince me to come down there and work. I was like, you know, I ain't trying to work for GameStop. Maybe during the holidays, but this new guy came in. He was pretty friendly, kind of a younger guy, and so I was like, you know what? I just started coming in there. You know what? Buy a little gift card there. I'll buy all my gift cards from there. So every time I go and I replenish my stock, I dip in and take care of that. I got a quick question for everybody though, especially for you, Steve, because I know CMG said he's gonna wait. Um, I kind of want to know, did you get anything else? Did you get like a controller? Did you get an amiibo? I bought the amiibo. I could, the controller it's probably gonna be a no go. John Samurai, what's going on, man? John said, even though this is Zelda launch, he said 2 more weeks to Street Fighter 6. I'm ready. I've already pre-ordered it last month. And John Samurai was like, see, that's how you do it. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get everybody up on these names. I'm tripping. I'll blink, and then before you know it, CMG, Steve M, Gaming Dad is going. GD is going to be on the board tonight. John Samurai. Uh-oh. John Samurai. Uh-oh, I spelled that all wrong. Twitch. Got you on the board twice. It's nice. I think that's it. That's it. Really short week, but you know what? I'm still got the prizes nevertheless. Got 5 people watching. Hope I didn't forget nobody. All right, let's see. Tonight's question, if you have not got the chance to vote, get on there and vote real quick. It says, will the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom score a higher meta score than Zelda Breath of the Wild? I'm gonna say no. I'm with the no crowd. I mean, could think about I think it was a 97. I think Breath of the Wild was a 97. I don't know where this stands right now. To give to my nephew for his birthday. All right, listen, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, that's what this show is for, man. The gift that keeps giving. Steven, let me go back up. Hold on. Let's say, CMG says, but it's going to be a masterpiece. That's for sure. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a masterpiece. Steve M said, I pre-ordered the Amiibo, the Pro controller. You son of a. I tried to get the pre-order on the controller, man. It was a no-go. The collector's edition game, the carrying case. I got you got the OLED, Steve? God, man. Listen, I had an opportunity to get the OLED. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it. He said, I also pre-ordered the standard edition of the game for in-store pickup. Steve, boy, I'm telling you. Killing me, Steve. John says, also, sorry I was at class. My school is kind of different. Also, we don't have summer that cause we only go Tuesday and Thursday. Golly. Now I can do that. If you give me listen, I work all year round if I only had to work Tuesday and Thursday. Matter of fact, if I went Tuesday and Wednesday, you know what? You don't gotta give me a summer. Steve said if he win, giving it to his nephew. So right now, man, it's a great chance, man. It's like it's 15. Well, you got 5 people, so you got a 1 in 20 chance of winning tonight. I mean, not 1 in 20, but 1 in 5. I'm tripping. But yeah, man, I believe that Tears of the Kingdom won't score higher than Breath of the Wild. I'm going with it. John says, I actually like the school I go to. It's not bad at all. It's not bad. It's only 2 days. I go to school. I like it. Listen, man, that's absolutely wonderful. I just wonder how much their teachers get paid. To me, that would be my issue. Like, I want to know how much the teachers get paid out. Matter of fact, man, you should put that school in the chat so I can do some research. Our brother need to do some research on that one. But yeah, man, listen. Let's just jump into. Listen, I didn't even prepare my stories like I used to. You know, I used to kind of get in here, so we're gonna divvy around. I got some things kind of marked off, but let's see what I got going on here. Nope, nope, nope. Oh man, digital fountain already. I'm gonna switch over to my iPad screen real quick. All right, there we go. Digital Foundry explains text aspect of the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have not seen this yet. Has anybody watched? I can only imagine how interesting this is. But you know what? Once again, I've been team. I'm not looking at the internet. I was like, I don't want the internet to spoil anything that I have going on. Nothing. Oh, I don't know why I hit that, but is it Lions play the Chief in first NFL game this year? Ooh wee. You know what, man? If I did, you know what, did I hear correctly? Did Tom Brady sign with the not Tom Brady, but Matthew Stafford sign with the Bucks? I need to figure that out. I thought I read that today, but you know things come across the wire so fast. You know you just don't know. But yeah, man, listen, I think the Lions are gonna be interesting this year. You know what? The draft was really kind of up in the air. Don't really know the direction they're trying to go, but I mean, I understand the running back pickup. I didn't understand why they had to pick him up so soon. Um, I knew they were gonna have some issues paying Swift. I think that was the issue. That how you gonna be able to afford Swift? Because Swift, you know what, he coming off an injury, true, but you know what? I think they should have kept him. I'm still firmly they should have went defense. Load that defense up, and you know what, they should have just absolutely kept Swift. I'm a firm believer in that. But you know what, look, we're gonna see how this guy from Alabama is. Steve M says, I'm not watching any Zelda YouTube stuff. I don't want spoilers. Some of those YouTubers don't care if they spoil. Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same way. I'm Steve. I'm on the same page as you. I was like, I am not giving that much time for you to spoil the game from me. Cause I hate. I'm not of that generation. Like my kids will sit back and watch somebody play the game all the way through. I'm like, man, I'm not doing that. I'd rather play the game and have that same experience. I don't want to give that up. Absolutely not. Canada says Zelda Tears of the Kingdom GameStop launch event announced. Yeah, I think this it's going to happen everywhere. I just got to make sure I get up there. I'm gonna get to my GameStop probably about 11:30, just to give me a little minute, see if they got some stuff. If they're opening the doors early, so you can kind of go in there and pay for it. I just want to get that kind of out the way and see if they have anything else they want to offer. Let's see. You know what sucks though? I hate the fact that Silk Song has been pushed back. You know what? To me, like I hate that this happened, but I'm listening. I'm hearing about it now. I think Team Cherry did a great job announcing this days before the release of Zelda, because then people not really mad. Like, I don't got nothing to play. Well, I got Zelda to play for a little while, so you know what? Take your time. We want you to take your time. So, Hollow Knight Silk Song release pushed back as team wants to be as good as it can be. And so, of course, I'm not watching. I mean, yes, Switch Force, we know what it is, Switch Force. But however, he did make up a great topic for discussion, and it almost made my question of the day. Like, if Silk Song is $60, do you are you picking it up anyway? And I'm team, yeah, cause I love Hollow Knight. So if they go that direction and make this game $60, then it's a win-win for me. I mean, I didn't say win-win, but it's an absolute buy for me. How about that? Absolute buy. Let's see. CMG says, I really can't believe how powerful that Rogue Alley is. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, my thing is like, because you know what, I just want to be at whatever. I'm hoping that I can play my games that I have on Steam already. I hope I can play those same games on this new device, because that's gonna be an issue for me. I'm not rebuying games to play on there. I'm not. I'll buy newer games on there, but I'm not rebuying the games I already got on my. So that's why I hope I can. I hope some way somehow I can be able to play my Steam library on this device. And I have not seen a situation where they figured that out yet. They figured that out, buddy. It's a win-win. They're not. I'm all in. Um, but so CMG said without a doubt I can, huh? All right, listen, I gotta do some more research, but from what I've seen so far, it was good enough for me to pull the trigger to pre-order. Oh, my bad. My phone fell, and then when it fell, it was connected to my little charging unit, and it is what it is. I'm not picking it up. Let's see. John Summer says, sorry about the other thing I said. Street Fighter 6 D3. It was an accident. Oh, okay. No, no doubt. No doubt. John said, I'm actually going to be able to play Street Fighter 6 a couple of days early, May 30th. I can play since I pre ordered it. Oh, so you pre ordered it digitally, I'm assuming. Or do they give you that option if you pre order it in store too? Good question. Steven said 11:30. My GameStop is opening up at 10 and doing a trivia and costume contest and Smash Brothers tournament. Dang. I mean, that's how you do it. I ain't gonna like that's how you do it. I will be all in favor of that. That's how you do it. You go ahead and you have a big old tournament, and then you do some other things. To me, if they do something, if I'm GameStop, I'm like, listen, give me a shirt or something, or let me win a shirt, or better yet, let me have some shirts. They might have some Zelda shirts. I remember when I picked up Tears of the Kingdom, said I bought myself and all my kids, we all got Zelda shirts. I wonder if they're gonna have a Zelda shirt. If they got a Zelda shirt, I'm in. So Steve, you just might be right, buddy. I might have to make that 10 o'clock. Matter of fact, I wonder if I call up there live on the show where they tell me. Let's see. Google Maps GameStop. Cartersville. Let's see which ones they give me. Yeah, this is the one I need. Call. Let's see. Let's see.
Thank you for calling GameStop. How may I help you?
Yes. What time are you open up tonight for the midnight launch?
We're open. We're just gonna be here until midnight, and then we'll start giving the game out.
Okay. Yeah. Are you doing anything special? Like
You'll have to come in and finalize before because we're gonna be putting everybody in groups outside right before midnight hits. So you'll
Okay.
need to finalize the purchase, so it'll just make it quicker.
Okay. One last question. I don't know if you can let me know this information. Did you guys get any pro controllers in?
No, we didn't.
God, don't man, that sucks.
Well, the pre-ring started at 3, and it's already pre-run for somebody, so
Okay.
missed out.
All right. That'll work. All right, man. I guess I'll see you guys tonight.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, man, that kind of sucks, man. Sucks. I really wanted that pro controller, even though I don't need it. John Samurai says also they're putting another teaser of Mortal Kombat 12. I can't wait. This year is going to be big. It is, man. To be a fighting fan, I mean, this is going to be it's a crowded year if you're a fighting fan. Cause you're gonna have Street Fighter, Tekken, and then it's an impossible. You know what they have? You know, some form of Soul Calibur. Oh man, that's a lot, man. That is a lot to kind of get your mind wrapped around it. I think man, that's gonna be hard. But you know what? Because with fighting games, man, you gotta spend some time with them, man. Even though you might know some things, you still need to know some things. Oh hell yeah, without a doubt they can. Hey, CMG, where what video did you watch that showed you that you can do it? I need to watch that. I'm tripping. Well, look, I'm about to say my mouse thing was acting funny. Steven said Nintendo just added Tears of the Kingdom user icons to Switch. Yeah, they're going on out. It's gonna be crazy. So you know what? Listen, for some of you guys who don't know, man, like Mendez has not been on the show for a long time, but I catch his show every now and then because he's on YouTube as well. And he betted me. He was like, "Man, Tears of the Kingdom won't sell 10 million units within the first 3 months." I think that's absolutely crazy. I bet money it sells 10 million units within. No, I'm not gonna bet that. But it's gonna be a crazy first 3 days. I would definitely say that it's gonna be a crazy first 3 days for this game. Even with all the stuff that's out there, all the leaks, it's gonna be crazy. John Summer says also Venom and Spider-Man Homecoming are streaming on Disney Plus at 12 at night. Can't wait to rewatch those. What? I've watched Homecoming so many times. I can't watch it no more. But Venom? All right, Venom was pretty good. So I pre-ordered digital. That's why I can't play. Okay, gotcha. That's on the Street Fighter. Steve M says I heard rumors that they have linked arm sleeves as a prize. Oh man. Oh man, that would be crazy. Now see, that's something I would want. Give me an arm sleeve. That is dope. I might search and try to buy that. Somebody will put it up on eBay. If you really want that pro controller, I know where you can get it. Man, listen, bro, where can I get it? The Nintendo official online store will start selling them tomorrow morning. Bet. My guy Steve, man, where are my sound effects at? Give Steve the sound effects tonight. Oh, you can't hear nothing. Because I had the volume down. Steve M, boy D. Come through. I think I just might be looking into that in the morning. John Summer said, I love Venom. I hope they make a movie where Venom and Tom Spider-Man meet. Yeah, I think they should. And that will be super, super good. But you know what? If I'm hearing right, Tom is not going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. If I'm hearing that right, But Steve, hey man, look what came in the mail today. Ooh, there it is, buddy. I'm mad I had to pay $15 for it, but I just it's something for my collection. I just needed to have. I needed to have that in my life. I've been buying them toys up left and right. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I thought this was the dopest. This to me, this is the car to have. This bad boy, you pull it back, it rolls, the wheel spin, and everything. Yep. Spending too much money on stuff that I really don't need, but I just had to have. I know one thing: when my kids inherit my stuff when I leave this earth, they're gonna be like, man, my daddy he had too much stuff. Eventually, I start selling some of the stuff. Eventually, I don't know. I'll do RGT style and sell all my stuff, keeping a few little trinkets, but nah. I like the tactile stuff. 'Cause I think eventually, it's gonna be. I feel like something's gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy, and digital stuff. We know how it is. All right, so he said Gabby that probably spent $90,000 in total. No, not quite 90,000, shoot, but enough. I tell you that much, enough. Digital. All right, so right now, digital. Devolver Digital is hosting a digital stream event in June. I like their events, when it comes around E3 because it's always fun. They always kind of, quirky but crazy at the same time. Let's see if they got a date. All right, they just say June. They don't have a direct date for it. So, but probably more likely it's going to be around the same time as Ubisoft's or Microsoft's. More likely, probably closer to Microsoft's. Marvelous Game Showcase 2023 coming later this month. What's Marvelous Games? I don't know. Let's read. The video game publisher Marvelous has announced that they will be hosting the Marvelous Game Show 2023 later this month. The event will be streamed in late May and will be a chance for the company to showcase their upcoming lineup of video games, including titles still in development, along with previously announced games. I need to know who this company is. What games do they make? The company promises to provide more information. Okay, blah blah blah. So another showcases as it gets closer to what should have been E3. It is what it is. My kids are rejoicing, man. You know what, man? My kids have spent so much money on this game. I just wish they didn't, but they did. They love the DLC that comes out for the game. They'll play it and play it to death. But Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Xenoverse 2 surpasses 10 million units. Bandai Namco has announced that both Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 has surpassed 10 million units worldwide shipments and digital sales. Now, Dragon Ball Z Fighters should have, because I've seen that bad boy as low as $15. But once again, man, Dragon Ball Z Fighters is a great game. My only issue is that I didn't play it on anything else. I only played on the Switch. But my issue with it on the Switch is that when it played, it's great, but the load time to get into the game was like ridiculous. So it kind of threw me off of like wanting to play that game even more. But overall, man, it's a dope game. Dope game. 10 million units, man, that's quite a bit. Let's see. Steven says I was watching Hoarders last weekend. It made me want to get rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah, man. I watched like I think it might have been Hoarders. It was like they do like the little intervention, and so this one older lady and her husband, man, she didn't want to give away nothing, not a thing. And it was like, woo. I hope I ain't like that, but I do got quite a bit of stuff, and because I just got this. My room is not that big, and so I have stuff I've had over the years, and then I got stuff that's like still in boxes. Halo 13 pops, stuff like that, man. Let's see. John Samurai says, I missed the Smash reveals, the King K. Rool and Banjo Kazooie and all that stuff. Good time. He was. He was. I'm telling you, my favorite. Dr. Doolittle, what's going on with you, man? My favorite, will always be my favorite reveal is, when they reveal Smash Brothers. I'm telling you, I probably got the most hype. Me and my kids was going crazy in the car. And you know what? My kids were small. They were young then. It's like now, like my daughter's graduating from high school. You know what? I got videos of her when we were to go pick up the Switch. It's crazy. It's crazy. I need to put that video together because I took video of the launch day. I was picking up the Switch that night. I probably need to put that video together. CMG says, man, so I got to find that video. I know they talked about it as soon as you put your micro SD card. The game just popped up. What? Now hold on 1 minute. I listen, CMG, you gotta find that video because if that is the case, oh, it's on. It is on like Donkey Kong. If that's the case, said, laugh my A off. I'm just like your kids. I be buying all types of DLC for fighting games. Probably $100 in total. Yeah, my kids have spent on just on this game. I'm so glad they don't do the Fortnite. They play Fortnite still, but they don't spend the money on Fortnite no more. The money be going like Xenoblade, boy. They got my kids. My kid bought DLC today for both the Switch and for the PlayStation 4. Let me get some names on the board. Hey, Geeky. Oh man, what's going on with this? Hold on, good people. All right, there we go. There we go. Dr. Doolett in the building. Tonight is a good night. Y'all should get on twice as nice. It's not a lot of people on the wheel. We only have 7 people on the wheel. 7. I usually don't stream on Thursdays, but it's Zelda Day. Kiki Chick in the building. Right. Oh man, goodness. I was in middle school. That's crazy. Just the thing about my kids were in elementary and middle school when the Switch launched. And now you know what? I'm about to have my son will be a senior next year. My daughter graduate this year. And my youngest son is going to middle school. My son Tyler will be an 11th grader. That's crazy. He's gonna be graduating soon too. Geeky in the building. Hey, Geeky. Joe, I see you, buddy. He says, when the Switch was revealed, I was barely in 6th grade. I was younger. It was just crazy, man. You know what, man? My kids, they love the fact that I let them stay out of school. I didn't even, they didn't like, they, I didn't even let them go to school that day. I let them stay home and play their Switch because that's how much we invested time in watching it get ready to come out. Great videos, man. You know what I watched today? I watched KND today. What's it? Kid Nintendo. What's his name? I think it's KND. Um, now he in line right now for the Zelda launch, and it was I like his blogs. I loved his blogs when he was for the Switch. Absolutely love it. So it was good. It was nice to watch the his vlog today because a lot of the old people that was there for the Switch came out and hung out with him. And you remember them kids being young, and now they got older. Some of them graduated from college. It's just crazy how over the last, since 6, 7 years, since we have, been involved in our thought process dealing with Nintendo and the Switch. See, Joe says, listen, when the DLC looks nice, you have to get it. This is my son. He must have heard me talking about how they be spending all this money, but let me get Joseph on the board. All right, this is a great night to get on the board. We only got 8 entries. Your boy gave me that is on the board. tonight. Said John Sanaway said Josh Joseph said Josh will be in the ninth grade this year. Yeah, later on this year he'll be a ninth grader. He was in elementary when the switch came out. He was a little small guy. Now he just he bigger than all of us. What's going on, Smith in the building? I give a shout out to Smith in the building. This is a great night to be on the board. We had 9 people. Smith in the building. What's going on, my guy? First of all, Smith, man, let me say, man, I appreciate you sharing, man, those dope Christian rap songs, man. That cipher was crazy, man. Them kids, they was going at it. I love stuff like that, especially when you get on fire for the Lord like that, man. It just take the music to a whole different level. John says I'm in 11th grade. Golly, so you and my son Joseph are the same age, because Joe is in the 11th grade, getting ready to be a senior next year. All right, so listen, all right, we're good. We're at 9 people on the board. This is your chance. Even Gamey Dad on the board tonight. All right, let's get back. Let's get back. Uh, Nintendo's next system seems to be progressing well. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, you know what? Well, you know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't jump on the bandwagon when reports went out really fast that Nintendo stated in their investors meeting that there was no new Switch dropping this year. And so, you know what? I know it's always like some form of translation that has to be taken into account. So, when you get the actual translation, I'm kind of glad I waited, because, a lot of them people that reported that, they got egg on their face right now. So, man, I hate flies. Oh, it's a fly in here. I just want to kill him. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, listen, I'm so glad that I waited, because I knew that didn't sound right. The year is still not, it's just set up for some form of big release. So let's play devil's advocate. I love playing, I won't say devil's advocate. Let's play detective. How about that? We'll play detective. Where let's look at it from it's like as many routes Nintendo can really take this year. They could, in theory, not launch a system this year. And the only way that happens is that they got to have a game big enough to carry them through the rest of the year. They got to have some games lined up to carry them through the rest of the year. Now, if you got a new system on the horizon, I don't know if you want to put those kind of games out there that early, unless you're trying to really set up this next system. They could, in theory, still have some games coming this year, but also announce the new Switch in, let's say, September or October, which would be cool, but it would cannibalize any forms of sale they're trying to make for the rest of the year. Yeah, they will make some, but they won't make the big push they would need. They typically would like to have during the Christmas holiday. I don't think so. Knowing if there's a new Switch coming out. But I still believe until they prove me otherwise, until we get a big direct and it really just lays out the rest of the year, if they don't have the games, if they just be quiet and we go through the summer without getting a direct, then a system is gonna drop, man. Because I don't think they can go that long. Because without, I mean, sure enough, they have Pikmin coming in July, but then what else? You don't hear about no third party. You don't hear about big third party games like Hardware Legacy that was announced. Some of these bigger games are just starting to fall off because they're not trying to come out for the Switch. This is one of them things, man. I'm just kind of, I don't know what to say. Dr. Dooley, I think you said a comment earlier. Let me go back up here. He said, "Hey, Gaming Dad, I'm getting Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow and taking time off work next week to play." That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Just go ahead and carve you off some time and say, "Man, listen, this is me in my game system." And you know what? Listen, I'm gonna do the same thing. I think I'm gonna pick a day next weekend. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not coming in. I'm like, y'all gonna have to handle it. But I'm really thinking about it. let's see. John Smith said, "What up, people?" So yeah, man, I'm sending you some more. Yeah, man, keep man, listen, keep sending it to me because it is filling up my. I got a Christian rap playlist, man, and for a long time, man, it was just really. It's only a couple, artists that I had in there, but you've opened my eyes to so many new artists that I'm thoroughly appreciative of it. John Samurai said it's crazy because Nintendo, I think, has done a lot of Switch systems, and they're are the same though they're just with colors and bundles. I wonder people who actually bought every one of those Switches. Right. I mean, think about it like this, man. If you bought every one of those Switches, that means you bought the Pokemon, the different Pokemon lights. You bought damn, what was that? Was it Xenoblade? It's a lot of different systems. I got the OLED, but I also got the red one. Like I never sold the red one back. I'm keeping the red one. That's probably it's gonna be a staple because ain't no other Switch like it. Um, I could have got the Zelda OLED, but I didn't think. Well, I was like, what's the point? Um, that's why I'm still holding on that there will be a Switch this year. I mean, it got my spirits got knocked down a little bit, but you got to ask yourself this question: why would Nintendo make it their business to announce to their investors that their predictions is all only for the only predictions? I mean, their forecast doesn't include new hardware. Why would you have to make that statement, right? They've never ever made that statement any other year. Never. Why would you do it this year? Unless there's a new system getting ready to drop. They are losing money. Listen, and if you look at their financials, they have lost money plenty a day. I mean, and they're continuing to lose money. You know what? They're not making the kind of, their video game division is not making the money that it should, or they think it should. And so usually when it starts to torpedo like that, not really, I'm just not really torpedo. That turn is really, really sharp. So if they learn anything from the Wii U, that they're gonna need a system out there to kind of, keep momentum. You know what? When this new president first took over, Phil Carr, he first took over. I always remember his statement is that Nintendo must keep momentum. And I agree with that. They gotta keep momentum. And the minute they let that foot off the gas is when then be sitting right here looking and blinking, and Sony gonna be taking a lunch. Nintendo has sold 125.62 million Nintendo Switch consoles worldwide since March 2017. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. And now they're predicting 15 more million. So 15 more million, that puts you about 140. And I think if to me, how you catch all the other systems, you release a Pro. To me, if I'm Nintendo, I'm releasing a Pro. You know what? They do not need to release a brand new Switch iteration. They don't need to put a Pro out there. They would surpass every other system just that quick. They put a Pro out there and add it to the Switch family line of systems, and that 125 turns into 170 real quick, real quick. And think about it: if I'm a gaming company, no matter how big nor small I am, if I could put a game on a system that's going to produce me 170 million opportunities to buy my product, I put it on there. I figure out a way. This is where if you're an investor for like EA or Take Two, you like, man, why is these games not on that system? Let's see. Dr. Doolittle says, other than processing, how can you improve on the Switch? Maybe a new console entry coming next. Um, I, I think that it's a couple ways that you can make the Nintendo Switch Pro model, and it's improving it. Besides the processing, is that you can add more RAM. All right, so more RAM is going to make games more efficient. You also can add a better battery instead of giving, like, right now it's got an okay sweet spot. It's like that 4 to 6, depending on how demanding the game is. If you can bump that up to, say, maybe like 6 to 7 hours, give it a real good battery. um you can add some things internally, like, I wouldn't say DLSS, that I'm not saying that, but you can find different ways to kind of make games run more proficient. And I think at that standpoint, people would buy it a pro. I think if they announced a pro, people would buy it. People not gonna say, "Nah, I'm cool with my Switch." There will be a lot more people buy that upgrade because it's such a thirst for it right now. Great question, Dr. Doolittle. Great question, man. Tell your daddy, man, I say hello. You know what? He about to make me a chess table. Man, I've been asking your daddy for the chess table for a year now. Yeah, I know he's the master builder. He's the master builder off Legos. Cause that joker can build anything. But I'm glad he gave me on the schedule, because I'm ready to drop in my deposit. As there was also a Smash bundle and Splatoon bundle. I just got a notification on Twitch that Nintendo is live and are doing something. Yeah, they're doing that. Nintendo is doing the playthrough. They're doing a live playthrough of Breath of the Wild all the way. It's on YouTube as well. They're doing it live all the way until the launch of the system. And so I'm like, man, I'm not spoiling nothing for me. So I remind him to build it. Yeah, no. I mean, listen, to be honest, man, listen, Dr. Doolittle, man, listen. I think, man, let me thank you for allowing so many of us, man, to share your father and call him our father as well, man, because he's such a dope man. It's like, man, listen, your daddy, man, is like, he like one of the dopest humans I know, man. I love that. I absolutely love that guy. If he called me right now and say, Dave, I need you to come here to Michigan, man, I'm getting in my car, I'm driving. And I'm gonna be there in the morning. Think about this. If you have 120 million switches and every single person plays only 100 hours, that's equal to 1.5 million years of playtime. Right. These are so many facts, man. But you know what? To be honest, man, I spent more than 100 hours just on Breath of the Wild. Crazy, right? So there's a video that was posted 50 minutes ago, and it said Fortnite accidentally leaked Goku Black. Oh, buddy. Don't tell my kids that. I don't know if Joseph is listening, but you know what? They they would get on that. Ruben, what's going on, my guy? This is a good day to be on the stream, buddy. We only I think this is 10 or 11. Let's see. 11 people have entered the ring tonight. So he's a pretty cool dude. Thanks so much, Gaming Dad. L Boogie. That's some. Joe said yes he is. Hey Joe, you see what they said? He said Goku Black on Fortnite. Buddy. Don't ask daddy for no money. You better wait, because you know what, you just cut the grass. I just paid you for that. So you're gonna have to wait for a couple weeks till that grass will go back. They said it's supposed to come out on the 9th. Okay. All right. Listen, you paying it. Listen, you up on it more than your father is. All right, let's get back to let's see, let's look at this article real quick. Let's see if they announced anything else. It says dang, you know what? How many of us, gave me dad credit card? No, absolutely not. My son, he is about to be 17. He has his own money. Won't be mine. If it's gonna be mine, buddy, so you might fact, hey Joseph, you watching? Hey, you wanna make some money? I got you can do this. you can wash daddy car tomorrow. You can wash it and vacuum it, and your daddy will pay you $20 because it's the same amount of money I pay the car wash. But if you listen, daddy got all the stuff here. You can wash and vacuum my car and clean it inside. I'll pay you $20. So if you hear this, if you live on stream, Joseph, if you hear this here, buddy, you go ahead and make it happen. Ruben in the building, man, with the super chat, man. Man, Ruben, man, I appreciate you, man. Thoroughly appreciate you. He said, Shabby Dog is in a combat position. Joseph, yes, Joseph, get them 20. You better get to. Listen, he just made $30 the other day cutting the grass. So proud of him. Usually, with my children, man, I have to come home and say, "Hey, cut the grass." But he did it on his own. I'm so proud of him. It's like that's how you do it. When I was a kid, you didn't have to tell me to cut the grass. I knew that was a line to the money I was going to make, and so I came home and I cut the grass. Every time it would grow a little bit, I was cutting the grass. What's happening in Florida? I don't know what's happening in Florida, Smith. I had to go. I had to DJ a wedding down in Florida. Real quick, listen. If you have not voted tonight, you got 11 votes current guard. Get a chance, get on YouTube and vote. And the question will be: will Zelda Tears of the Kingdom score a higher Metascore than Zelda Breath of the Wild? And currently, we got 91% saying yes, 9% saying no. And I'm with the no crowd. I don't think this going. I think it's probably going to be like 96. It's going to be a point below. But if I'm correct, Breath of the Wild had a 97. So I don't know. He says Florida is crazy right here. What's going on in Florida? I want to know. Put it in the chat. My brother needs to know. All right. So, but you know what? Though? One of my favorite systems, man. If you look at this, if you look at the Nintendo consoles and handheld totals, if you look at the DS, man, it's probably my favorite system. I think I like the DS more than I like the 3DS. That DS Lite, when that dropped, and how drastically it changed the system, and how it gave it that backlit screen and was bright, man, that was like phenomenal. I will always remember that system. And it was all white. Oh man. That was the system. So the folks in the chat were asking about Florida, and I was asking, oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I want to know what's going on with Florida. It's about the Hispanics and stuff, and they're not from here, and they're gonna return them when they were born and add stuff. I'm actually Hispanic, but I was born here, so I'm good. But it's crazy. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming it's doing something with deportation. I need to check that out on the news a little bit later. But you know what? Like I want a new Switch. Matter of fact, this is a great question. What game would you what would a Mario game this year help smooth over into next year a new Switch? I don't know, man. It all depends on how good that Mario game is for me. But I want to ask you guys, if they say, "Well, listen, we got a new Mario game is dropping this year," or what game could they drop this year along with Zelda that would give you like that? Say, hey, you know what? I'm with that. I think a Mario game will be phenomenal. I really hope Nintendo announces a new system in June. To me, the best way to not cannibalize your sales, if I'm Nintendo, is to announce a new system in June that's going to launch in September and let that bad boy ride out and be your holiday system. Because you know what? Then you can really forecast like, hey, they can charge that bad boy like they can charge $400 and have price cuts for the other Switch models, and they will still sell gangbusters this year. They'll better if they had a price drop on the Switch, and then you take the new version of Switch, what do they want to call it, a Pro, and just say make that bad boy like $400. They still gonna sell. People are still gonna buy the light because that's a great entry system for a kid. If you can drop that price just a tad bit, they will sell like gangbusters this year. And you take that there and you add a new game, a couple new games to run on that new system, and they give you better fidelity on like your Zeldas and they maybe they drop a Metroid Prime 4 this Christmas, or they end up new Mario, something like that. You package that in with a launchable system, then you golden. Absolutely golden. So it's really scary for Hispanics. Man, listen, it is. Um, man, you know what? Listen, you at this stage of the game, your heart and prayers go out because I can't imagine having the thought process to say, you know what, I'm gonna cross these dangerous waters. I'm gonna cross this. I'm gonna make this dangerous trip just so I can have the promise of a better life. I mean, I can imagine making that kind of decision, but I would make that decision just like they would. So I don't blame them not one bit. But God is going to be with them. I have a feeling that everything is going to be all right. I hope so. Yeah, I pray that I pray that they have God inside them to make sure they make that move, man. The switcheroo, ha, that's gonna be so funny. Gaming Dad knows how to run a business. Absolutely, absolutely, buddy. CMG back. CMG still watch. You know what? I'm so used to CMG streaming the same time I'm streaming. It's nice to have him on. He said he in there working, making that video. You know what, man? Speaking of that, man, I had a company reach out to me. I'm getting ready to do a video on some of their products, and I use Rogue for my mics and stuff. But this company here, man, sent me a mic and a mic arm, and I'm gonna do a video real soon about it. Just to kind of see how it sounds, and only thing about it, only thing about it is it's a Joby Wavo mic. The only thing about it is that if it sounds really good, I might switch out. But I spent a lot of money on this mic. This mic right here is expensive. But if I can somehow, some way get this, if this is a better setup and fit, if the control arm works, I definitely will. Wouldn't mind switching out my control arm because my control arm is just from Amazon. But it have seen better days. Gaming that actually understands about crossing the borders and stuff and walking on water to get to the United States is dangerous. Crazy dangerous, man. Like, I think sometimes, you know what, man, people don't understand, man. And like, when you talk to certain people, you know, certain people become really, really judgmental on the Hispanic population. Um, and you know what? I get both sides of the argument, but you know what? What I hate when I talk to people sometimes is that they don't have the humanity side of it down. You know what? They see things as either red or blue. They don't see like, hey man, if the situation was reversed, what do you do to save your family? If you are not true enough, some people that's coming across, they probably got some ill will in their heart towards America and towards people in America. I get it. I'm not saying that every person that comes across is have the best intentions when it comes to people here in America. However, though, there are a good amount of those people, man, who just really want to get out of a situation where they're forced to do things that they don't like. So I definitely, my heart goes out to them, and I pray for. Just gotta pray for this country, man. All right, let's see. And some people are really racist to Hispanics. I hate it. Why? Why can't we just all get along with each other? You know what? People become entitled. They think that, you know what? Some people that, complain about, Hispanics coming over. You know what? Forget that there's some of their, their ancestors did the same thing. you know what? They was just received a lot better. They was just, they came over. At one point in time, America was trying to find people to move over in the land, so they was offering certain things to other cultures to be able to come over here, and they promised them land and money, and you know what, and they now they feel entitled, and they just don't understand, like, hey, your family was just in this situation not even, at 100 years ago. So it is what it is, man. Crazy. Now what's crazy, according to CMG, even the old end version of the rock is more powerful than the Steam Deck at $599, and that one is $640. You know what? CMG, did you pre-order one? And if you did, which one did you pre-order? Supersonic MJ in the building. What's going on, man? It said 2 hours and 10 minutes. The countdown has begun. Matter of fact, let me get him on the board. It's a good day to be on the board today. Supersonic Mocking J is on the board. Ruben is on the board. Got you, got you, got you. So let me switch to a different story. Talked about Hollow Knight. But this is crazy. I didn't. I just heard this today. Furukawa admits Nintendo Holiday 2022 sales were disappointing, and the Switch sales slowly quicker than expected. Okay, listen. Let's just look at the title of this article. Please read it with me. I'm going to tell you right now, these types of comments from a president of an organization, if there's not a game that's going to push systems, it's probably going to be worse this year if another system. That's why this coming right here makes me believe even more today that there will be a new Switch model, because one thing, you're going to have to deal with investors. Matter of fact, you know what I mean. I like to, a little side note. Let's go ahead and look at the stock market for the Switch. I mean, for Nintendo rather. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Okay, so right now the stock prices for Nintendo right now is holding steady at $10.45, which is good even after this news right here, right? But I always keep telling y'all, man, it's a great value right now to be a Nintendo stock holder at $10.45. You probably should jump on, because I'll tell you, whenever this new system drops, the stock price is going to go up. Because that's what happened with the original Switch. The original Switch, before the original Switch dropped, when the Wii U was going down in this tank, it was like $16 a share. The Switch came out, that bad boy ballooned to 60, and then they did a split not too long ago. So now it's at $10.45. So with the split, it was product around $42, something like that. But whenever this new system drop, whenever that announcement happens, the stock price is going to go up, because they know money is getting ready to come in. It's going to go up once they announce that, at the opening of the Nintendo World in Orlando. Speaking of polls, real quick, don't forget, if you're jumping on the screen, get your vote on. The question of the day: will Zelda Tears of the Kingdom score a higher Metascore than Zelda Breath of the Wild? Currently, we have 92% saying yes and 8% saying no. I'm with the no crowd. I don't think. I think it's gonna end up being like a 96. I don't know where it stands at right now, but I know it's in the 90s. I think last time I looked at it was like 97, like that. So it could have went up, could have went down. Super Sonic Knuckletails got a second entry. I'm gonna get him in the board. Sonic Knuckles. Tails. All right, got you on the board. All right, so you're lurking. I ain't mad at you. So people are posting, and I'm hearing that Peacemakers got leaked for Mortal Kombat 12 as DLC. There is a live Tears of the Kingdom Treehouse live. Yeah, they was set. I watched K and D's blog today, and they were setting up for it. Matter of fact, they're live streaming it from New York, um, and the Nintendo store. So that should be dope. I mean, I think that's dope for Nintendo to do. I'm not watching any of the game. I would rather play the game and then after the fact go back and watch it. I'm just not going to do that. Ignorance is the problem. Yes, it is. Ignorance, and you know what? Just not being around other people. Believing that everything in your world just happened to happen in your world, and everybody else's don't care. I think you mean the lower end version. Okay. I forgot. I even forgot which model I bought. Well, let's see if I can figure that out. That should be interesting to know. I need to know what model did I buy. Okay, so I get the Z1 Extreme 512. Yeah. So that should be interesting. So imagine if Nintendo made a VR system. You know what? I kind of hope they make a AR system. I wonder if my wife still gonna give me something for my birthday. Cause she low key didn't give me nothing for my birthday. I need to remind her of that. A slice of cake is not gonna do it. It's starting at 350. You know what? I don't know, man. I kind of want an AR system. I don't want a VR. I want to be able to look in real time and have the glasses on. They just gotta it's, it's gotta be Nintendo. It gotta have a Nintendo style to it. Let's read this article real quick. It's a Nintendo president Shigeru Furukawa has informed investors that the Kyoto-based company believes that it will be very difficult to sustain Nintendo Switch sales momentum as the video game system goes into the 7th year on the market. The sales of the Nintendo Switch family of consoles are slowing down more quickly than the company had initially anticipated. Mm. Let's see. And there's no plans right now for a successor to launch anytime soon. Okay, I don't think he said that though. Well, Mr. Phil Carter admits that the company's goal of selling 15 million units this fiscal year is a bit of a stretch, and that the 2022 holiday season was disappointing for the company. Nintendo is not expected to release a successor to Nintendo Switch for at least another year. I don't think that's right there. It's already been proven to be false. She's probably going to give you those glasses you wanted. Never know. Yeah, I put it on my list. As a matter of fact, I didn't put anything else on my list but that. So I'm gonna make sure I remind her though. Say, oh yeah, gave me that. Also, happy birthday. I know I'm late. Yeah, that's all right, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. He said mine was on the same. Matter of fact, happy birthday to you. That's right. I forgot we are fellow Tauruses in the building. Yep, your boy. I did some. I DJ'd on my birthday. I DJ'd my frat brother's wedding. It was nice. Not like making some money. So, looking at this story here, it says rumors suggest Nintendo won't be holding a Nintendo Direct in June. I believe that to be true. I believe they're not going to hold a Direct. I think they're going to keep people on their seats, and then whenever they they're not gonna share the spotlight. I think whenever they plan on dropping some form of announcement, no matter if it's new hardware a new or a new game, it's gonna come on their terms. I just hope that it comes sooner than later. You know, I don't. I think by September we'll hear something. I don't think they'll do any form of other like a partner direct anything like that. I think that'll happen. Hold on a second. I'll read this real quick. Oh man, no problem, man. Yes sir. Yes sir. So that's dope. Always on the grind, man. All listen, man. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records. Yeah, man. Always working, man. Always working. Matter of fact, I was working before I started the stream. I was editing photos so I can get them out to my clients. I had like one, two, three, four. I had like seven. I got like 8 clients right now. I got 7 of my clients. I got their photos out to them. So that's always nice. And I got one more client left. I'm hoping to wrap theirs up tomorrow, get their stuff out there to them so they can start advertising for their wedding. Oh, see, they announcing stuff left to right on Twitter already. He says, Rail Shield Surfing confirmed. Tears of the Kingdom. See, that's why I want them to confirm nothing. I just want to I want to just play. That's happened when you get your Twitter attached to your watch. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I think Nintendo's going to do it their way. I think what I'm aiming for a September Direct. I think Nintendo's going to let things just ride itself out. I think even in July, even after Pikmin, we'll get July, August, and that September is where you will get a big bang of either it's going to be games or it's going to be an announcement of some form of system. It will be smart for them to do an announcement in June though. If a system is dropping this year, they should announce in June, release September, October, and just let that bad boy ignite the sales of the system, um, all the way into at next year. That will be dope. I know I'm wishing upon a star, but I don't know, man. You never know with Nintendo. They tell you one thing and then lie to you behind your back. But this time they didn't lie. They just say, hey, you know what? This is our forecast for the year, and it don't include no new hardware. Just this is it for what we know right now. So it could very well change. So I'm still hoping on a change. Time to make that change. If they announce a new system, buddy, I'm going live that day. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going live. All right, back out of there. Hey, I thought this was a dope piece of news. Sega revealed Sonic Frontiers has now sold 3.5 million units. For a Sonic game, that's great, man. That is absolutely great. That just gives you more hope that that next Sonic game should have the financial backing to really, really take it to another level. They just need to just not play around with it. Just get in there, do what you gotta do, on to the next. Let's see. Bandai Namco appears to be working on a Little Nightmares 3. Now I would tell you, man, if you haven't played Nightmares 2, man, you are missing out. Nightmares 2 was a great I can say great game, but it was a really, really good game. If you catch it on sale for like, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks, definitely a pickup. I think I bought the game I bought it brand new at 30 bucks and I thought it was a great game. So if you're looking for something to play, you have not played, Little Nightmares is definitely worth the pickup. Okay, so I have an issue with this here. I don't know if you guys don't know what's going on when Nintendo announces Nintendo Live 2023 Seattle event dates. It's how they're doing it is the issue. It's not like, hey, I don't want to. I want to go out to Seattle and it's go. You gotta get in. You gotta get into you gotta register, get into a drawing, hope they pick your name. It's a lot, man. Just to kind of say, you know what, I want to do this, and like I would like to go, but you know what, they not. I mean, I don't know about this one, man. This is. I think I'm going to register just for the sake of registering. Maybe I get picked, and maybe Nintendo say, "Hey, we got some new stuff dropping. You can come out there and play it." Um, but right now it's a crapshoot. It's like you don't know because you don't know what Nintendo is planning going forward. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Well, let's see what the dates are. It says Nintendo has announced that Nintendo Live 2023 Seattle will take place September 1st to the 4th at the Seattle Convention Center. Visitors can expect to participate in hands-on Switch gameplay, photo opportunities with costume characters, live stage performances, gaming tournaments, and purchase event merchandise, among the other exciting activities. I don't know, man. The more and more that I listen to it, it don't seem as exciting as I kind of envisioned it to be. Um, and it's kind of hard to really jump on that because you have no games thoroughly announced for right now. So September 1st through the 4th. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I'm going to get in part of the registration, and then I have some choices because I can decline it or I can say, you know what, I'm going to Seattle. I wonder if I gotta register all my kids too. See, that's what you run into. Super Mario Brothers movie has grossed over $1.1 billion worldwide. Shout out to Mario, man. Get them a hand clap one time. You know what? You know what, man? I listen. To be honest, man, I want them to get to that $1.5 billion mark. I was hoping they go ahead and release the digital copy to this bad boy already, so I can watch it in my classroom. And speaking of movies, man, has anybody seen Guardians of the Galaxy? I need to know because I want to go. I think my brother, he probably seen it already. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm about to hit him up, figure out what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to read that. Uh-oh. I didn't even know this here. Nintendo Switch firmware update to version 16.0.3 patch notes. Let's see. I bet you the patch notes ain't nothing. Stability issues. Yep. General system stability improvements to enhance the user experience. Blah blah blah. They probably did that because they probably did some things so Zelda can run a little bit smoother. Top 10 best-selling Nintendo Switch games so far. Let's look at this list. Mario Kart. Let me see. Enhance this a little bit. Mario Kart 8, almost 54 million units. That is coming close. I think Mario Kart sold 60 million. I think 60 million on the Wii. So it's getting there, buddy. 54 million of anything is a lot. 54 million, and it's pretty much been at full price. Yeah, they sold some with some systems, but you know what? Not like that. Maybe like maybe like 8 or 9 million might have been like included into systems that they sold over the Christmas holidays because they had so many Christmas holidays where they sold these systems. That's still a lot of games. Probably over half, probably about 30 million was bought at full price. Just imagine that. John Sauer says, I can't wait for Secret Invasion. It's the new Marvel series coming out. Nick Fury and War Machine are going to be there. Yes, I saw the previews for that too, and I am very, very excited. You can't go wrong with Marvel movies, man. So I'm watching it this Monday, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I watched every Marvel movie, but I'm a big Marvel fan, but I'm watching or rewatching Marvel movies a lot. Okay, gotcha. I rewatched the first Avengers recently, man. That movie still holds up, man. Still holds up. That I watched that and I watched Civil War. Civil War is probably my favorite Marvel movie. Civil War was good, man. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go back to this chart here. So Animal Crossing, 42.21 million. That's, man, think about it. 31 million Smash Brothers. That's to me, that's impressive. But Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, almost 30 million. And I bet money it's going to be 30 million by the time we look at these reports next time. Pokemon Sword and Shield, 25.8. Super Mario Odyssey, 25.76. Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, 22 million. Golly. Super Mario Party, 19 million. It'll probably be at 20 million by the time we look at it. New Super Mario Brothers U at 15.4 million. Ring Fit Adventure at $80 a pop is at 15.38 million. GG No Re. His Civil War is fire. I watched it like 7 times already. Yeah, it's not too many. It's not too many movies that I say, you know what, I'm gonna buy that one. And yeah, I sure enough bought that one. That was a day one buy for me. Real quick, good people, look at the poll. You get the opportunity. You have 14 votes going on. It said, will Zelda Tears of the Kingdom score a higher meta score than Zelda Breath of the Wild? And we're currently sitting at 86% saying yes, 14% saying nay. All right, let's get out of here. Let's look at some. Let's go down. We're going to skip down to a different. Let's look at Nintendo Life and see what they got to say. The new Zelda game is apparently running on the same Nintendo engine as Splatoon 3. I can believe it. I can believe it. So we don't often hear much about the game's engine powering Nintendo library of the games, but today is a little bit different with the news that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is apparently running on the same engine as Splatoon 3 and Nintendo Switch Sports. All right. Boom. Something to think about. In this day and age of video games, this is one issue I have. Back in the day, man, a game came complete on a cartridge, and that's what it is. All right, now if I go over here and grab a game, ain't no updates to it. It just, it is what it is on the cartridge. But nowadays, the game, I wish that these updates would bake into the game. Like the game has some form of save mechanism where I update it, it's updated, and then it becomes a part of the cartridge. I wish it was more like that. So this way, I know this particular game is complete and I don't have to worry about having to connect to a server to make sure that it's updated and complete. All right. So The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom version 1.10 out now. Here are the full patch notes. I'm not going through all of these patch notes because I probably use a bunch of this blah, blah, blah. The horse name inputs now allow for Korean, Chinese, and okay, all right. If the system language is not set to Korean, Chinese, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what about that? Made other additional fixes to allow for a more pleasing gameplay experience that should have been done before the game release. I digress. All right. They're going to start putting Spider-Man films on Disney Plus because Disney and Sony have been like talking, and they're finally putting Spider-Man on Disney Plus and Venom. I remember when the Switch came out and people would put cartridges on their mouths and say it tasted nasty. I think it's still like that because they did that so kids wouldn't try to swallow the cartridge, and then Nintendo gets sued. Sharp is supplying LCD displays for the new console as fans await Switch successor. What? Following Nintendo confirmation that the Switch momentum is indeed slowing down as we head into the fiscal year 2024, speculations over the eventual Switch successor is naturally starting to grow exponentially. To fuel the fire, tech company Sharp has confirmed that it is supplying LCD displays for a new gaming console, though it's obviously refrained from going into any specific details. Okay, listen. I have an issue with this story only because I remember Sharp is the company that is they signed a deal with Nintendo to supply um the OLED screen. So I don't know why would Nintendo go back to the LCD screen? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, my fact, hold on. I also want to read the story. I said, according to Bloomberg, CEO Robert Wu confirmed that Sharp is working with an unnamed company on the development of a new gaming console since the R&D stage, and that it plans to launch pilot LCD panel production line for the device this fiscal year. Of course, the device in question may not be the successor to the Switch, and an unnamed company may not be Nintendo, but Sharp is known to have worked with Nintendo in the past. Most recently, Nintendo partnered with Sharp to increase production of the Nintendo Switch in order to satisfy growing demand. For the fiscal year ending March 2024, Nintendo has lowered its forecast for Switch sales, landing on a respectable 15 million. Current Switch sales stands at a remarkable 125 million, putting it comfortably above the Game Boy and the Wii, but still significantly lower than the Nintendo DS. If this story is true, I don't understand why Nintendo is going back to an LCD screen. So this could be anybody, especially with the OLED being such a great addition. Unless Nintendo plans on having a really high end LCD screen to go along with this new system, with the hopes of selling you more Nintendo's or whatever it is next go around when they upgrade it to an OLED screen. I don't know, but I can believe Sharp is making something for Nintendo. I don't know. It's one of them things like before you can kind of get excited, but you really can't get excited for some of these stories nowadays because you know what? It's all over the place. CLG says I haven't seen Sharp TVs in a long time, but yeah, but you know what? They are making stuff for Nintendo. I know for sure. I remember they signed a deal with Nintendo to make those OLED screens for our current OLED. I do remember that story. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It says new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom items up for grabs on My Nintendo North America. Hey, that's sweet. If that's the keychain, I bet you glow in the dark. Nintendo has launched all sorts of goodies. Let's see if they show us some pictures. Hey, this keychain is dope. Let's see if I can. That's a dope keychain. I like that. Let's see if they show the black one. And that's the back of it. That's dope. I would want one of these. All right, it's 10:15. Your boy is probably. I bet you Steve M is probably offline. Steve M's probably in store getting his play on right now. But I'll get the mosey down there in about um 30 minutes. Let's see. Come out of there. Rumor Mortal Kombat 1's is supposedly coming to the Switch. Okay, hold on. Following on the last night's tease by the Mortal Kombat Twitter account, PS Plus leakers, blah, 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 has revealed that they believe to be accurate information regarding the next entry in the fighting series, which they state will be titled Mortal Kombat 1. What's more, that they said that it will be coming to Switch, which is smart. The game will supposedly be available in 3 different editions: standard, premium, and collectors. While an official announcement should be close, a potential PlayStation showcase or June Summer Games Fest, perhaps. Yeah, these next. I mean, I'm matter of fact, I forgot. You tend to forget about Summer Games Fest. I wonder if Summer Games Fest is going to have some form of announcement. I need to know the dates on that because I think I because since there probably won't be a whole lot of other stuff to watch, I probably will watch Summer Games Fest. I guess you have no choice, really, huh? Uh 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 uh. OG Donkey Kong Country TV series cast reunites for animated short. I'm gonna check that out. So if you're a fan of Nintendo Country TV series from the late 90s, then get ready for a sweet dose of nostalgia because multiple members of the original English voice overcast have reunited for a brand new animated short called Donkey Kong Return to Crocodile Island. Isle rather. From Alex Henderson Animation and Bootleg Dub Production. Huh. He said the short is available now on YouTube. It's just under 10 minutes in length, including credits, and features original voice actors Richard Yearwood and Donkey Kong, Benedict Campbell as King K. Rool, Andrea Truss as General Clump, and Ron Rubin as Captain whatever. All 4 reprised their role for the WIC Entertainment TV series, which ran from 1997 to 2000 with a total of 40 episodes. All right. Something else to watch on YouTube. You probably should check it out. I might watch it as I make my way down the road. All right, all right, all right. So as Switch momentum slows, Nintendo expects a further sale decline next year. Man, listen, if they let this ride, this is my issue. If Nintendo lets this ride as is, and they just let this bad boy just ride off into next year before they announce a new system, I just think that's just a bad move. I think that's a bad move to allow this to sit back and just allow PlayStation to dominate this Christmas holiday because they would dominate with Spider Man. Dominate. They would dominate with Spider Man this year, and they gotta have some form of competition. Got to. Said nice Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, that would be the Captain whatever. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. This I hate not having even a good idea where things is heading. I just want Nintendo to just go ahead and announce the thing already. Nintendo Live 2023 to run alongside PAX West. Registrations opens up May 31st. Nintendo Live 2023 will run from the 1st of September to the 4th at Seattle Convention Center alongside PAX West. Nintendo has announced it will be a ticketed event and tickets are free. Although you would need to register and be selected. Registration for tickets start on May 31st at 9 a.m. PT. All right. So if you want to register, it's going to start on May 31st and they're going to run all the way to June 22nd at 11:59 PT. Ooh, that's going to be crazy. The One X Player 2 is very Switch inspired, but what do you make of it? Oh man, I wanna. Okay, I'm not. It says back in 2017, we've never seen something like the Switch before. It has a screen. It has controllers that you can attach to the screen. It has control. I'm not going through all of this stuff here. It's time extension, and we have even weighted it up the pros and cons of the Steam Deck right here on Nintendo Life. But no other device has stuck us as quite a Switch Y as the X. I don't want no. I'm gonna be honest. This right here does not interest me at all. Because I don't want nothing that's similar to the Switch, but a Switch. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna look at. Let's look at PlayStation. You know, anything on TikTok, GameSpot, Tears of the Kingdom. Haha, this is what it is. Summer Games Fest partner list revealed, Xbox and PlayStation included. Ooh, buddy. Well, that's saying something. He said, with the Summer Games Fest showcase 4 weeks away, Jeff Keighley has announced the full list of partners for the year's Summer Games Fest campaign, with other 40 developers and publishers confirmed as participants. A notable entry on the list is PlayStation, will have yet an officially announced has yet to officially announce any showcase or state of play for the summer months. PlayStation has participated in Summer Games Fest in the last pass in that Summer Games Fest live in that pass. It put me in the past. However, with The Last of Us Part 1 serving as the final announcement of last year's Summer Games Fest live broadcast. All right, so let's see if I can. Oh, it went to Twitter on me. All right. All right, so let's look at. I mean, it's a lot, man. So you're gonna have Amazon Games, Activision, Bandai Namco, Capcom, CD Projekt Red, Devolver Digital, EA, Epic Games, Disney, Gearbox, Netflix, Square Enix, Sega, Steam, Xbox, Warner Brothers, Ubisoft. Okay. I mean, I don't know some of the other companies I don't know too much about, but I named all the heavy hitters. Devolver Digital. Yes, I mean that's interesting. No Nintendo, but to me that's still pretty good though. Let's see. I wonder if I need to. I probably need to get out of here. Oh, I had a whole list of them right here. Huh? Summer Games Fest will broadcast from YouTube Theater in Los Angeles on Thursday, June 8th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. June 8th on a Thursday. That's kind of early because, usually that bad boy is at night, but all right, that'll work. 3 p.m. I'll have something to watch. Thanks, no E3. Marvel Spider-Man 2, villains, release date, and everything we know. Let's see. Oh, Captain C in the building. What's going on, man? The thoughts of Spider-Man verse game. I think if it's made in the same style as the cartoon is being drawn, I think it would be dope. Super dope, to be honest. I mean, super dope. So like how there was Spider-Man 2 and the Ultimate Spider-Man back in the day. Yeah, to me, I think any Spider-Man game, if they can somehow make it in the same vein as the cartoon and maybe make it more of a 2.5D-ish game that's kind of like maybe more side scrolling, not so open worldish. I think that would be dope. It would be a change because because like Spider-Man and Miles Morales right now, they're great games, but you know what? We've gotten them games so much. I don't know if we absolutely just need a Xenoverse, I mean Spider-Man verse game in that same vein. You know what? Um, but get out there. Yeah, that'll be crazy. I'm all in favor for that thought process. Captain C, I'm gonna get you on the board in a minute. It says, I have a feeling that Mortal Kombat 12 is going to be like Mortal Kombat 1. All the old school characters are going to return. I hope to see my boy Smoke, Reptile, and Martero. Also, those old school characters. You know me. Listen. When I play, man, I'm definitely I'm always Scorpion, and I'm always Liu Kane or Johnny Cage. Those are like my three top. I'm a fan. I used to dominate with Sonya Blade back in the day too. It's gonna be like an old school Mortal Kombat with the old characters. Yeah, I could dig. To me, I could dig that. I like that old school feel. I just want to get a free roaming Spider-Man game on the Switch. Dang, I know we all do, buddy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But Captain C, let me get you on the board, man. You jumped in plenty of time. It's a low count tonight. It's only 12 people on the board. My favorite Mortal Kombat game has to be Mortal Kombat 2. That game to me it wasn't the most technical of the series, but it was just so competitive. It was at a part of time in my life where fighting games were like that was it. Like you came home and I fought plenty of people. And I used to give my sweet mates the business. I used to give them the business so much they was like, man, they'll tell me like we'll never play you on Super Nintendo. We'll always play you on Sega. Cause I didn't have it on Sega. But man, once I learned the controls on Sega, man, I was destroying them on Sega too. I used to give them that work, buddy. Whew. All right, Captain C is on the board. We have the 13 people. Because it's cool to have the Spider verse skin on the Silent Games, but darn, it'll be cool to have the whole game, full solo Spider Verse Miles campaign. Yeah, it would. It'd be different, That's why I like the variety. See, my favorite Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 9. God Almighty, 9. I hope the new Mortal Kombat game. I hope the new Mortal Kombat game have tag team return. I miss it. Okay, I got you. All right, good people. Let's see. Let me get out this story too. I hope I hear something this year about the NCAA football game, and I hope it would be nice if Microsoft or Activision just announced a COD on the Switch. That would be dope too. Expect more game companies to keep buying one another. EA says, and for EA to get more involved. Oh, they gonna think about buying some companies, huh? All right. Let's see what's all right, good people. It's 10:30. I'm gonna get off this story. I'm done. We talked about enough. Zelda Day is the day. I'm trying to get to GameStop and get back in a good time. But as you see, there is not on if you are on Twitch right now. Let me bring this mic down. If you're on Twitch, you still have a chance. Right now, I'm broadcasting on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906. If you want to get yourself on for a second entry This is your chance. Gaming Dad 1906 on Twitch. Sign in, hit the follow button, jump on the chat real quick and say, hey, Gaming Dad, I'm in. And then, you know, you can drop a something. It'd be great. Prayer request title 42 ending. God is still working. He's always working. That's why, you know what? The Bible says we must, when we pray, we must believe and not doubt. Because those who doubt are like the wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the waves. So I challenge you believers out there to pray as God has already answered your prayers. And be happy and rejoice in it. For today is a great day because it's a new day that the Lord has made. And he has blessed you to wake up, because there's people that was awoke yesterday who is not awoke today. So be grateful. Don't be fearful. Remember who's in control. All right. We got the wheels of steel on the board. Only got 4 people watching. That's all right. That's all right. They got to remember, I'm giving a little bit more time before I hit this button. I got a couple people that's on here twice. Twice is nice. John is on here twice. Supersonic MJ is on here twice. But all you rest of you guys is this. All right. Let me get my sound effects ready. You know how we do. If your name is picked first, you get the sweet tones of Peter Griffin. And without a shadow of a doubt, let's go. Let's get it. I'm going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the wheel will start now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who will be the first one to be our first loser of this evening? Steve M, man. Steve, boy, you been on losing. Steve is out of here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 12 people. Now, if Gaming Dad wins, Gaming Dad is going to give it to Gaming Dad. I'm going to give it to myself tonight if I win, because it is Zelda, and I need some money to come off of my next purchase. So Gaming Dad is going to stick it to himself. No freebies tonight. It's only 12 people on the board. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be my guy Ruben is out of here. Thank you, man, for the super chat earlier. Thoroughly appreciate it. And we'll keep it rolling and scrolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be Captain C. God almighty. Captain C is not a winner, but he is a loser tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who is up next to catch the flex? Who would it be? Who would it be? And it will be, and it will be, and it will be my guy, Dr. Doolett. L Boogie is out of here. Don't forget, good people, hit that vote button on YouTube. Will Zelda Tears of the Kingdom score a higher meta score than Zelda Breath of the Wild? What would it be? Currently, we have 86% says yes, 14% says no. Dr. Doolett is out of there. Suicide MJ says sheep. His spacebar fixed, by the way, along with the left. Okay, gotcha. Captain C says same energy as Captain in Futurama. See, that's funny. A lot of people will catch on to that. Let you watch Futurama. All right. Who's up next? We got 9 people left on the board. What did the sheep say? Supersonic MJ. What did the sheep say? So funny. Woo! You know we gotta let it play out. Here you go. Man, it never gets old. It never gets old. All right. We're down to 8 people, ladies and gentlemen. 8 people. And who is about to exit left? A geeky chick. Exit left, please. God almighty. Ooh, that one for your eardrums right there. The geeky's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 7 people. 7 is the number of completion. And who will it be? Uh-oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting close. And it's my son, Joseph, is out of here. Peace out, Joe. Have yourself a good night. I bet she was like, ooh, man, if I win tonight, I could just buy that DLC. Yeah, you can buy with your own money now. All right, good people. Who's up next? Catch the flex. We're down to 6 people. And it will be John Samurai.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. But you're still on the board with 5 people left, ladies and gentlemen. Captain C says, I'll only be a winner if they had a remaster of Ratchet and Clank or Ultimate Spider-Man on the Switch. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank would be dope, but it'd never come to the Switch. Suicide AJ said, of course the sheet will be on me. So do you think the DLC will be $70? No, I think it would be like the DLC would probably be $25, but I think it's gonna be included in the expansion pass. So you're paying for the expansion pass, you probably get it for free. That's what I think. All right, good people. We're down to 5 people left. Let's keep it rolling and scrolling. Who is next? Who's our second loser tonight? Dang, back to back. John Samurai Twitch.
You lose.
Is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we down to our final 4. CMG, Gaming Dad, Smith in the building, and Sonic Knuckle Tails are our final 4, but it can only be one winner tonight. Who would it be? Let's keep it rolling and scrolling. Let's find out who's next and will be our winner tonight. But our winner, Sonic Knuckle Tails is our winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but you know how this goes.
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Sonic Knuckle Tail, a.k.a. Super Sonic MJ, is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 people left. Let's keep it going and scrolling. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be CMG.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Ladies and gentlemen, CMG is out the board, and we're only down to 2. Smith in the building. And your boy, GD. But there can only be one winner, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Cannon is back on the drums tonight. Nick Cannon. Nick. I need you to play these drums right now. I need that old school feel, Nick. Drumline in the building, Nick. I need that in my life. Can we get there, Nick? Nick is ready, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight's winner will be, drumroll please. Who will Gaming Dad get his first dub of the year? And he will not. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy Gaming Dad is a loser, but tonight's winner is Smith in the building. Kids, give it up for Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Smith has took the dub tonight. Good people, man. I had a great time tonight. Tonight is the launch of Zelda. I don't know. I might jump back online for a hot minute while I'm in line at GameStop. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it. I'll think about it on the ride there. So, be on the lookout. I might just pop back in for a hot second just to let you know how things are going at the GameStop I'm at. But this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I thank y'all, man. Y'all for hanging out with me, man. I know this is something different. Coming to you guys on a Thursday because I usually is always on Monday. But, your boy was in Florida during that time. So I had to make my way back. But don't worry, good people. This Monday, I will be back. Same time, same bat station. This Monday for This Week in Gaming. And we'll cover the news that started from today. We'll talk about some Zelda previews and reactions and all that good stuff. And we'll check out where they're at on Metacritic. And we have a brand new question for you guys on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Once again, you know how to like to end my streams. I like to end in prayer. I like to pray for those who took time out to hang out with me. I pray to God to be with you guys, that He blesses you with your desires of your heart. I pray that you learn to trust and lean on Him more, even in difficult times. Just remind yourself that at the end of the day, God is in control, and He chooses and he wants, matter of fact, God desires a relationship with you. And I just pray that your relationship with him gets closer this week. And I pray that you get an opportunity to share the good news with someone else. This is your boy, Gary Dad, man. Amen to that. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. And you know how I like to end my streams. You know how I like to do it with my boy, Don Cornelius. His immortal words as peace, love, and soul. Good people, have a great week. And I'll see you guys in about 4 short days. I made a boo-boo. But I will see you guys in 4 short days on Monday. I think it's 4. 1, 2, yep, 4 short days. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night to all my good people out there. Hope you have a wonderful week. Peace.